Hello. Welcome to the Glorpcast.
Welcome.
My name is Bob.
Bob?
Yes, my name is Bob.
And I'm Fleeble.
And we're coming to you from the Cassiopeia system.
Not me. I'm from Mercury. You Earthlings,
yep.
You will know me well.
Yeah.
But the Cassiopeia system is great. I think I went vacationing there once.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
we've got our entire, business park dedicated to, elves, like elves and rocks.
Wait, you have a park dedicated to elves?
Yeah, it's like an
elves
entire,
are real?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was there. Wait, what do you mean like elves are real? Like the little ones that make toys for Santa Claus?
Yeah, not like those ones, not the ones from Lord of the Rings.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. Is Santa Claus an alien?
I don't have an answer to that. He's not from our place, but his elves are.
His elves are. Okay. What can you do there with the elves?
Interact with them. I don't know. They kind of live there.
I want to eat one.
I mean,
wait, are they sentient?
Well, that's a political statement.
Oh, my bad. I did not mean to get into such divisive topics of Cassiopeia.
But you can't eat them. You just have to go to Cassiopeia 7,
Oh, okay. Right there specifically.
Yeah.
Is there like jerky? Have you had elf?
I on the record, I have not had elf jerky.
Okay. But like hypothetically, if you had elf jerky, would it be good?
That's all right. I mean, yeah, it's all right.
Dang. Man. You said there's rocks there too?
Yeah, there's a lot of rocks there. They're pretty cool too.
Cool? What do you mean? What's a cool rock?
Well, I mean, okay, it's frozen carbon dioxide, so it's pretty cool.
Okay,
by that I
that's
mean
cool.
cold. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant like pretty looking.
I mean, there are that too, but why do you think Santa keeps the elves in the North Pole? I mean, it's the closest he could get to,
Yeah,
their natural habitat. Yeah.
Because when I think of a coal rock, there's so many coal rocks around the place, but Earth has a lot of them. They're like these they're crystal rocks.
Oh.
And they can come in all colors, sizes, shapes. They grow. It's really weird. It's like they're a life form and they grow, but they're not alive. They're not actually alive.
Interesting.
I think I remember hearing about this one place under Mexico on Earth. There, it was just deep in a cave, and it was an entire cave that was full of like water, really hot water. And once they drained the water out, they realized it was just a massive cave full of these gigantic crystals, like 3 Glorp high.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's hard to comprehend.
But yeah, I think they were getting close to the border of like Hollow Earth, and it was getting kind of warm. So they had to close off the cave.
Humans are quite an interesting bunch.
They are. They can't even stand a whole lot of heat. It's embarrassing.
Right? I mean, yeah, it's like they couldn't even survive re-entry into their own planet. It's crazy.
No. We do that for fun.
Right? I mean, they have a sport kind of similar called skydiving where they jump out of like significantly lower elevations, out of airplanes. They try and fly, I think. Well, fall. I don't know, but
they fall?
They fall, yeah.
They should make like suits that let you flap your arms like birds.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah. Speaking of cool rocks, there is Earth is one of the few planets that has this, but old life forms after like an extinction event, they'll just kind of stay in the ground, like their bodies, and they'll turn into rock.
Turn into rock? That's wild.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, where I'm from, all they do is, they get frozen, but they don't turn into rocks. They just kind of stay frozen.
Yeah, no, they like get covered up in dirt and eventually gets so heavy it just turns their bones into rock. Which that's sick. That's sick. It's also sick that they have had, I think, 5 extinction events, and humans, for some reason, are the ones that haven't been through one yet.
Interesting. I'm trying to think how many we've had back where I'm from.
They're not too common.
No, they're not. We're pretty responsible, and we're in a pretty stable orbit and all that. We don't have just anomalies that happen.
I mean, didn't the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs on Earth come from Cassiopeia? The Cassiopeia system?
We tried to go bowling and we missed the target.
I mean, that happens. That does just happen. It does. And
yeah,
in your defense, it was honestly probably Jupiter. That guy takes up so much gravitational force that I think it can be felt in other systems.
It might be able to, yeah.
That thing's it's just an annoying planet. I hate Jupiter.
It really is. Every time we try and throw something at Earth, it gets caught up either by Jupiter or Earth's moon. Earth's moon is something I could go on an entire other rant about. That stupid thing. And then Earth flexes their solar eclipses when the moon covers the sun. They're primitive.
They're primitive.
Getting all excited about
It's only because when dinosaurs got to the moon, they shaved it down just so it would be the perfect size for an eclipse.
Right? Everyone knows that we used to be bigger.
Ugh. That's so dumb. And they're like, oh, it's the perfect size. It makes our waves perfect. Oh, boo.
Imagine having liquid water.
Ugh.
We used to think that, if you had liquid water, it'd be too hot to have life. That's crazy,
I'm on Mercury. There are no liquids here.
Exactly. We don't need liquid water.
Nah.
Maybe that's why they haven't found us yet.
Maybe. Yeah, they only really go to planets that have water.
Kind of vain of them. They have so much water where they're from.
Well, actually, I think I did hear about one of the moons of Saturn or Jupiter or something that is made of ice and then water under the ice. And humans are planning on sending a robot up there to check if there's life.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What are they going to do if they find it?
I don't know. I'm going to be honest. They have to drill through a mile of ice or something. And then they have to drop a robot into the water. And then the robot has to actually get information to them. It's a whole process. They would just be better off sending people there.
Right? That's obvious, but then they don't think of the obvious because they're like, oh, no, robots.
Ugh, they have an obsession with robots and AI and stuff.
Just use people. Come on.
Just use people. I think we've talked about this on the podcast before. Humans making robots for everything. Making AI for everything. They make AI that writes stories for them and makes pictures for them.
Then it's at that point, just what are you all doing then?
Yeah. Use that little brain of yours. Not that their brain
Give it some
compares
exercise.
To ours.
Right.
Granted, humans can't physically lift weights with their brains like us.
They're weak.
Mm-hmm. You know what else is weak?
What's weak?
Pencils.
Pencils, yeah.
I know we've talked about this before. I started using pencils recently and some paper that I got from Earth, and it is just so frustrating. It keeps breaking with the smallest amount of force. And it's a pain in the ass because I have to get a knife and I have to go to sharpen it again. These are weapons.
Right. They are, yeah. Well, I mean, and another thing is why would they take wood and surround it around a rock? That's just weird.
I know.
Writing with rocks, what are they, Stone Age?
Is the number 2 pencil really the best they've got? What?
That's what they claim it is.
They should make a number 3 pencil.
Do they have a number 3 pencil? Is that a real thing?
I don't know.
I
think
either.
they should make one that's better than the normal pencil that
I
sharpens
agree.
itself.
That would be stellar.
Yeah. And you could like control how much lead it puts on the paper.
It's also interesting. They call it lead, but it's carbon. Why would they call it lead?
Maybe it's the amount of carbon in it.
I don't know. But then, I mean, yeah.
They just like give a bunch of random names to random things.
They do, but like they also have just an element called lead, but then they call like, you know, they call carbon lead. So then what is it?
Well, pencils don't even have lead in them.
Exactly. They have carbon.
They have graphite.
That's carbon, yeah.
Oh my gosh. They need to fix that.
They do.
They should just call
Don't they know how dangerous that is? You know, if anything electric touches it, it could shock you, or it could like heat up or something. It's too conductive. You don't want to write with that stuff.
And lightning is a thing on there.
Right? They use pencils for interesting things, like, you know, they also have a device that's similar to a pencil called a pen that uses ink and the ball to like write out on paper. They do all sorts of things. Like they write what they call music. They write, you know, information. Music is interesting. We don't have that where we're from. That's a human thing.
Yeah. It's
like they make noises and they, you know, it's weird because it like helps them too. That's the other thing.
That is really weird. Just a noise helps them?
Right, like, you know, it can help them focus or sleep, or, you know, it can inspire people. It's so weird. Like, you know, where we're from, we don't have that. It's like either quiet or like maybe it comes from the like, you know, my atmosphere being lesser and you not having one. But like, yeah.
That is crazy.
You know.
Yeah.
A not insignificant portion of like human R&D is spent building instruments to play their music. These atmosphere people are just strange.
Do they have robots that play the music for them too?
I think they do.
Oh. They could have like one unique thing, but then they ruin it.
Right? And then they ruin it with robots. Exactly.
And I'm sorry if this is controversial to our listeners, but if you are pro-robot, get out of here, okay? Aliens are better than robots.
Honestly.
We could beat them in a fight.
For real.
You said the pens use ink, right? What is this ink? Is that like
ink is this
carbon
stain?
Stain?
It's this stain that comes from, well, I mean, organically it comes from cephalopods like squids or octopi.
What?
Which,
like their blood?
You know, not their blood, but, you know, like when they get attacked, they spit out ink at whatever's attacking them, which is interesting.
So they pee on them.
Kind of.
And humans use the pee to write?
To write, yeah, it's weird.
Oh. What color is it?
It could be several colors. I mean, most of the time it's kind of a like deep bluish black color.
Oh.
But it could be like any color.
That's insane. Any color. Like in
any color.
Like invisible too?
Yeah, actually.
What? But then that's just not writing.
I don't know. They're strange, but they do have invisible ink. That is a thing.
Invisible ink. How do you see it then? You use like a special light or something?
Yeah. So humans can't see certain waveforms. So what you do is you shine a UV light on it, and you can see it.
Wait, humans can't see all forms of light?
No, they're weak. You know, which is kind of annoying when they, you know, with their telephone broadcasts or their television broadcasts and the radio broadcasts, we can see that. That color is very bright, and like when those waves started hitting our planet, it was like yeah,
they've been like sending them just out into space.
Do they not know that we can see that?
That's a reason we're avoiding them.
Right, same with their microwave ovens. It's so bright, I can't look at them.
So bright. And it like the microwave is like telling us what it's cooking. And so we can see whatever like pathetic meal you're making. Oh, leftover rice with unseasoned chicken. Dude.
It's crazy. You know, humans haven't figured out how to reach the speed of light yet. But they can broadcast things at the speed of light, so it's kind of annoying.
Wait, what? They haven't figured it out yet?
No, they're, you know, if you look at some of their calculations, they were to, you know, they use some strange methods that require so much energy they can't feasibly generate it. And it's like, it's not that hard. It's not that hard.
That would explain a lot about why they haven't like gone past their moon.
Right. You know, they're not good at it. And they're also weak to radiation. So if they go past, you know, their moon, then they get cooked, and that's not good.
Yeah.
But like, come on. It's not that hard.
It's
not. It's not.
Just gotta like put a little bit of elbow grease in it.
Right. They have elbows, right?
I think they do. They probably have like
I think
four
they
of
do.
them.
Yeah, probably. You know, something that surprised me about humans was like that they walk upright. When I first heard about them, I thought they walked, you know, I thought they were quadrupeds.
Yeah, I did too.
Because like, I mean, Earth's gravity is a bit stronger than where I'm from, so I was like, walking upright is not feasible there to me. You know, that the idea is just incomprehensible.
Yeah,
to walk
Mercury,
upright.
We have to stay low so that like if we jump too high, the sun does grab us and pull us up.
Yeah, that's pretty terrifying actually.
Yeah.
But like, yeah,
well,
I mean,
humans came from monkeys, right?
Right.
And monkeys, they use all four limbs for like everything.
Well, some monkeys even have a fifth limb.
What?
Like a tail, yeah.
Oh, wait, it's not an arm or a leg?
No, it's like in between, but they don't use it to walk. They use it for balance, but it can also grab onto things.
Oh my, I would kill for a tail.
Same.
That seems so helpful.
Right?
I could climb rocks.
That'd be great. It would be great.
That'd be so
You know, that's
cool.
an extra thing to hold on to.
I mean, I would hold on to so much stuff like that. I would hold on to more rocks. I would hold on to my own hand. Another cool rock that like passes by during like a windstorm. Gum, bubble gum.
Bubblegum, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I love gum. It's probably the best thing
great.
that we've stolen from humans.
It's gotta be, yeah. I mean, I'm surprised we didn't come up with that first.
Yeah, and
it's something to do. You know, it keeps you occupied.
Is so big, like galaxy wide for like Earth gum, that we are kind of. There is some pushback against it, but we are kind of like taking down Earth's rainforests for this gum.
Crazy,
but like it's kind of worth it.
It is.
Earth doesn't need rainforests.
There's so much demand for it.
We need,
and they
gum.
don't realize that there's so much demand for it. You know, interstellar wise.
Yeah,
like
it's kind
if
of
they just sold it, they'd be so rich.
Yeah. Well, if it like the galaxy was capitalistic market,
right? You know,
every other planet is socialist. It's very interesting.
It is, yeah. Kind of strange that humans didn't come to that, you know, perspective. But then, nor did, you know, the orangutans that migrated there also didn't.
Yeah, no, the orangutans they've kind of spread. I did hear about that the orange planet that orangutans are from. It's capitalism has started spreading there.
Ooh,
I'm kind of worried.
I am too. That might not be the best thing in the world.
Actually, you know what capitalism has given us?
What's it given us?
Coupons.
Coupons?
Coupons.
That's true.
Coupons.
You know, making things cheaper is always good.
Mm-hmm. Always. Which is why everyone that likes this video will get a free coupon for a 2024 Ford F-150 at your nearest dealership. It will arrive by asteroid. within the next 6 to 8 months. This is a guarantee. Bye, Bob.
Yeah, on the topic of like, the rainforest and all that, they have this thing in the rainforest called a mosquito. And those things are, evil. And every time humanity launches a ship into space, I get very scared that one of them is going to tag along and cause problems. What they do is they suck the blood of, their, what they come after.
Like vampires?
They're kind of, yeah. They're like small vampires.
That's terrifying.
It is terrifying. And, they can also spread diseases and stuff.
Oh my, oh.
Right?
What?
It's weird.
What's the point of an animal like that?
I don't know. They're just parasites.
What do they provide for like the ecosystem?
That said, millions of mosquitoes got released recently into the U.S. state of Hawaii to save a rare bird from extinction. Yeah, yeah.
To save?
Yeah.
How did they do
I guess
that?
what they've got is they're carrying a type of bacteria that can save them from being wiped out by malaria.
Oh. So they're
really
like viruses.
Kind of.
They're like, huh. Wait, but doesn't that mean there's just now a bunch of blood-sucking vampires in Hawaii?
Yeah, that's exactly what that means.
Oh. Or are like they trained to specifically go after the bird?
I don't think you can train them.
You can't train them?
No.
Oh. That's upsetting.
That is quite upsetting.
Yeah. So on Earth there's this media franchise called Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
There's a character named Shadow the Hedgehog. And he's like Sonic, but he has black fur and like quills and stuff.
Sonic can run really fast. Speaking of fast, is that a Tesla Roadster?
What? Oh.